Hello, Paul Pluta on the Paul Pluta channel, and today we're talking watches. And remember guys, like, subscribe and tell your friends about my channel. Man cannot live on Google Ads, so please get me to do a paid review, ask me for some consultancy, anything to keep me full-time on YouTube. Today I'm doing a paid review. This is from Damien in France. Hello Archie, I'm Damien from France and following long time your YouTube channel. By the way, quick wristwatch check, Bregster, the Breguet Type 20 on the French flag, NATO. I live in east of France, close to Switzerland. My city is Besançon, is famous in France for her past historical horology. Now we have just a few French brands to continue product here, and I buy recently what we do the best in France in terms of quality and technicality. The brand name Pequignet and the product features an in-house caliber called the Caliber Royale. This movement is appreciated for its thinness, and it's very easy to set. Just one crown, you can set everything. My watches named Caliber Royale GMT have many functions like day, date, GMT, important power reserve with 88 hours and day-night indicator. I've sent you a PayPal charge for the review. Have you received it? Can you do a video review? And he also looks at some of the other reviews that are there. So this is a very interesting piece of kit. Basically, this company here has been around since, I think, the 1970s. When did they start there? They, yep, 1973. They're a small French company with about 50 employees. And they started producing their own caliber. They didn't just go and buy a Value or an ETA movement. They made their own caliber. Very interesting situation. And it's a very interesting watch indeed. What do I think? What do I think? Now, I've done a bit of research on this brand here, and I'm kind of in a bit of a mixed bag there. Because I like the watch. I like it. I like they've got a unique movement. Yes, it's interesting. But I am a bit worried with the resale values. The problem with these very small boutique little brands there, they tend to sink like a stone on the secondary market. And I love the French. I love the French. In fact, I wear my Breguet Type 20. Breguet was a French company originally before they moved to Switzerland. So I love my French luxury watches. What do I think of this brand here? Well, it's very fascinating. The brand is very fascinating. They have got their own proprietary movement, and the brand is famous for one crown to set the different functions on it. It is very, very interesting. What do I think there? What do I think of this watch here? Now, the particular brand you mentioned there, the Pequignet Rue Royale GMT watch. It is an interesting watch there. It is interesting. It had a retail price of about €7,500. It's expensive, not so cheap. I gotta be honest with you there. I really do think if you had that sort of money to spend, you should buy a Rolex! Buy a Rolex! buy a Rolex. If you want to have a little bit of French flair in your step, buy a Breguet. Buy a Breguet. That's what I would do. I mean, these little brands are cool, but boutique brands. The problem is, I gotta tell you the truth, Damien. As much as I respect their independence and what they've done there, I've had a look on Chrono24 and I've seen some of the models they've had there. They've had some atrocious models. They had some really ugly gold-plated models. And you know how I feel about gold-plated, ugly models. If that's the history, I gotta be honest with you, it's not winning me over. I want luxury. I want luxury, you know. So it's a bit like I fell in love with a German brand, Dornblüth, and I was really singing, so in love with it. But the problem with these small boutique brands is you will never ever sell the bloody thing. You will be stuck with it. That's what's going to happen. When they bury you, that bastard will be put in the box with you as you get lowered into the ground because no other bastard wants it. I am sorry, Damien, this watch I think has got some really good appeal to it. It's got an innovative movement. It's interesting French company against the Swiss. But I gotta tell you, you'd have to have rocks in your head to buy this boutique brand. You gotta buy Rolex. You gotta buy a Rolex. If you want to do funky, buy a Breguet. That's as French as you want to get. The Bregster. That's about as French. This is the French aviation watch for the Air Force. The Breguet Type 20. Now, come on, man. Work with me, not against me. I'm sorry to say this, but the honest truth is that you really don't want to go to these boutique brands. They are next to impossible to sell. And I know people that say, I don't care about resale, I'm going to keep it forever, yada, yada, yada. But sure enough, in this hobby we live, we always sell things. We always sell them. We always sell these damn things, and it's very, very, very disappointing when the resale value is crap on these boutique brands. They're very hard shifters. They're not easy to move. They're hard to move, and that's the problem with these boutique brands. How do you get your money back when you want to liquidate them to put your money into another piece? I love the French eccentricity. I do. I get it. I got a Breguet, but I'm not going to recommend people to buy this brand new. You're going to do your ass. You're going to lose a lot of money, and then they're going to be angry. They're going to be on my doorstep angry saying, why did I say to get one of these? And I gotta tell you the truth there. It seems to be a fantastic watch, but that doesn't give it resale value. These are absolute shitters when it comes to resale. It's not a bad watch. It's super cool. If you're French and from that bit of neck of the woods, you can understand it. But I gotta tell you, a Rolex GMT is going to be a better investment. I'm sorry. This is maybe not what you wanted to hear, but the watch itself is a great watch. Yes, it's got a lot of intrinsic details, but I can't recommend it because the resale value, how do you get rid of one of these? They're just appalling. So, I mean, watches is all about snobbery. Snobbery. And if you are foolish enough to put £7,500 in, you're going to lose money. You're going to lose money. I'm sorry for telling you, all you guys out there, the truth, but they stink. These boutique brands, watches is snobbery. It's snobbery, okay? It's snobbery. We want a big note ourselves. It's brand names. It's all brand name shit. And I'm sorry to say this to you, but No one's heard of these bloody obscure brands, and they're hard to resell. I am so sorry. I'm sorry. It's just how it is in this world. Watches are snobbery. They are snobbery. People buying a brand. A brand. So, is it a bad watch? Not necessarily. I love some of these boutique brands, but you are going to be a one-person. It's going to be a one-person watch because no bastard will ever buy it off you. Unless you're in that village where you could probably sell it to your neighbor. But, I mean, that's it. You understand that? These boutique brands are terminal. I'm Archie Luxury. I'm sorry. Stick with the big brands. Stick with the big names. Stick with the big brands. And you won't lose your ass. You won't lose your ass. I've spoken. That's my opinion. You tell me what you think of that.